So, Sean, I know that you mentioned earlier the submarine service is the silent service. So, just curious if there are any unclassified sort of hairy stories you can share, or if you tell us, you'll have to kill us.
One of the things that I wouldn't say a scary story, but I wanted to, letting you know that this was our first time doing this, and the majority of the crew had never surfaced through the ice. And so we kind of went in there with the expectation that this was going to be hard and we were going to learn as we went. We did a little practice on some of the evolutions like surfacing under the ice. We did it in our local operating waters, and we kind of went through the motions, and we didn't do everything because it's really not safe in local waters to stop the submarine and then go up to the surface. In any case, we spent a lot of time practicing surfacing the submarine. And so even though there was a learning curve associated with it, we did pretty well on that. We didn't really realize until we got there and we were actually on the surface surrounded by ice that we hadn't really talked about how to get back down. We had a procedure for it. Had a procedure for it. And, but it was the first time was quite ugly. And so I told you when we surface the ship, we kind of blow some ballast out of our main ballast tanks. And so in order to resubmerge the ship, you got to get all that water back in the ballast tanks, so vent the tanks. Normally when we're operating in our normal waters, the boat is driving forward at about 10 or so knots when we submerge the ship. So the ship is actually positively buoyant and we drive it down. But under the ice or on top of the ice, when you're submerging the ship, you don't have that forward momentum to drive the ship down. So you have to basically do a controlled sinking of the submarine. You have to make it heavier than water, and it has to go down, and it has to get deeper than all these ice keels before you can start moving forward. And while you're sinking the submarine deeper and deeper and deeper, you don't have your control surfaces. Your main engines aren't warmed up because you're doing all these things in the meantime. And so just I was not anxious about it because I sort of did the math in my head, but there were a lot of concerned faces in control, as the depth is getting deeper and deeper and deeper, and we're not moving anywhere.